All right. So after I hang up the phone with Morton, I follow up with my promise and I contact Carl, our receiving manager, to figure out if all of those packages were sent. And he pulled up the receiving list that he received from the shipper, so FedEx or UPS or whoever we use to ship the industrial fan. And it showed that the receiving manager over at Morton's store actually signed off on every single package that was received, which includes the mounting brackets. So to verify that it actually got there, I give a quick phone call to the receiving manager over at Morton's and pretty much just introduce myself as the sender of the industrial fan that he signed off on the other day. And pretty much just let him know that I'm having trouble tracking what happened to the mounting brackets of that fan, and that it very well could have been a problem on my side. And I'm just going down the line of the different logistical transactions that took place, starting from our warehouse, trying to figure out what happened to him. So I asked for his email. I soon send him over a quick picture of what the brackets look like and what the box looked like that the brackets are shipped in. And then in this situation, he figures out that he didn't actually have a package that looked like that. And even though he signed off on the brackets, it was not something that he actually received. So it goes through the whole conversation of like, man, I'm so sorry that I signed off on those. It was the end of the day, just got in routine to signing everything off because everything was there throughout the day. We weren't really missing anything. And I just got in the habit and signed it off when it wasn't really there. So the receiving manager kind of apologizes for the discrepancy on his end. And on my end, it's pretty much like, no worries, man. Like, I'm glad we were able to solve this. And I'm glad that we're pretty close in proximity so that I can get these brackets to you guys. So finished that conversation with him. I figured out what really happened with the brackets. And now it's before 2:00, but I have resolved to call Morton back now that I know this other information. All right. Hey, Morton, how are you doing for the rest of this morning?
I'm doing all right, thank you. Not too much going on.
Yeah. So I actually went back down the line and was able to figure out what happened with those brackets.
Okay.
It turns out that we had some discrepancies on our end, and you were correct, they ended up not being shipped, and I'm really sorry about that. In terms of actually installing the fan, I know you'd really like to get this thing installed ASAP.
Yeah.
And I know that your maintenance team is pretty booked at the moment. So I personally, I just like to work out a way for us to get these brackets to you as quickly as possible, as well as get it installed for you.
Right.
So one of the things that I was thinking about is actually one of my techs. I have a couple. I know when we were initially going through this process of getting one of these industrial fans, I talked about how we offered having our technicians come in and install the fans for you, and how you were willing to just have your own maintenance crew install it for you to save on some cost. Since we messed up and we didn't send you those brackets like we were supposed to, I would love to come over sometime and schedule an appointment with you to be able to just have one of our techs install it free of charge. I won't charge you for our mistake. That's our mistake. I'd love to come in. Yeah. I'd love to come in and have us install this for you as soon as possible.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I definitely can't do much without these brackets, so the sooner the better. So tomorrow night is probably going to be the most opportune moment for me if you have a tech available tomorrow.
Sure. Tomorrow, can you give me a time frame?
Sure. After 6:30.
After 6:30 a.m. or p.m.?
p.m.
p.m.?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, I will certainly check up on my technician's schedule really quickly.
Okay.
Let me take a look. All right, perfect. Actually, and looking at some of my schedules, my top technician, my best guy, he's actually available at that time tomorrow night to come in. I'll get in contact with him and get that booked in for you.
All right.
And then I'm assuming that you'll be there.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay, perfect. So I'll personally come in as well. So it'll be my tech, his name is Reg. So it'll be me and Reg. We'll come in and we'll bring that set of brackets for you. Just figure out where you want them to be placed.
Okay.
As long as it's okay with you, I'd love to have my guy come in and install this for you as soon as possible.
Yeah, that works for me. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Morton. I'll see you tomorrow night.
All right. Bye.
Bye.